Hey guys, it's Heinz here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, smash that subscribe button. It's super important to help us grow this awesome channel. Now, we got the opportunity today during our Harpoons and Beer, our GAC live stream on Twitch. Guys, you don't want to miss it. It's pretty wild. This was the wildest one we've done yet. And we got the chance to talk to different GP players about the new changes to the game with Relic 9 arriving and also with Territory Wars. Really great conversation. Check it out. Enjoy it. And let us know in the comments below what you think about Relic 9. All right, so we're up and running. We've got absolute superstars joining us from different GP levels in the game. This is a really cool video that we're going to run with, guys. Really looking forward to this one. So I thought it'd be a good idea with Relic 9 arriving to chat to different broader ranges of the community and get a bit of a take on what they think with the new changes. Obviously, there's a lot of people, especially endgame, that are going to get good accessibility to Relic 9 and others are not. So I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about it, as well as the top 10 in our list of Relic characters to take to Relic 9 that you wouldn't normally think of. So we're going to do that list as well. And here's a tip for you. Not all of them are tanks. So we're going to come back to that and have a chat about it as well. But Lego, we're going to start with you, brother. If you can just let everyone know the GP, because you run two accounts, if I'm right. You've got two accounts.
Yep.
So what's your GP at? Just to give everyone an idea on where you're at.
My big account is 9 mil, just gone over 9 mil.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got one that's just over 7.
Cool. Beautiful. No worries.
Hello, bro.
And your Lego, your
what
thoughts.
else can I
Your thoughts with the Relic 9 release. What do you think about it all, brother? Talk to us.
Well, obviously it was a bit of a surprise, waking up this morning, Aussie time, to the news of Relic 9 and all the changes that are coming with it. I try not to make too many assumptions on what Relic 9 is going to, what anything does in this game until I actually see how it sort of affects the game. From what I've looked at today, I don't think it's going to be too game changing, which is actually a really good thing. And having 1 or 2 Relic 9s in your roster is probably all you need right now. Obviously, down the track when we get a whole lot more Relic 8s, and eventually Relic 9 is just the progression in the game. So I wouldn't be too worried right now if you're not getting the materials. Just keep doing your best. Yep. You'll get there eventually. But
yep.
I don't think Relic 9 is going to break the game.
Yeah. Let's go around to Hirsch and we'll come back to Aramal while he mucks around with his mic and see if it's any better. But Hirsch, I would classify your account as sort of a mid-tier player. That would be my sort of assessment, knowing you for a long time. But Hirsch, fill everyone in with your roster, man. What GP you're at, just to let everyone know,
I'm a 5.8 mil, 1 GL, a light bit of spending, semi-serious. I like to, go for stuff that's competitive, but I like my side projects at the same time.
Yep. No, fair enough. Beautiful. And your thoughts as well. We'll come back to Aramal in a sec, but your thoughts on the drop of Relic 9, because again, it was pretty sudden. We knew it was coming, but I don't think anyone really knew it was coming right now.
Yeah, they had talked about it, but it kind of just dropped on our lap. I'm okay with it coming, but I'm not necessarily with how it's being released, with like it being locked behind territory war. I just don't feel too great about that right now. The way they've broken up the reward system just kind of throws me off. I'm all right with it coming because it's not like massively game breaking. Like Relic 7 to Relic 8 is a massive increase on a lot of characters, but 8 to 9, just statistic-wise, like Lego and I were looking at stuff earlier, a lot of the stats just, you don't really need to do Relic 9 unless it's just a luxury.
Okay, good point. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so let's start it up. Okay, go for it. GP level. Talk to us. Free to play. Go.
Just shy of 4 million GP at about 3.9 with gas, both weapons, Malak 7 stars, A lot of the toys been missing like the GL sort of stuff, but got a good chunk of the other stuff.
Cool. And your thoughts on Relic 9, man? I know you're not happy. I know you're not happy about this at all.
Relic 9 itself is what it is. I've only got 2 Relic 8s, so I'm not really cared too much. But Territory Wars being the only way of getting it, that's another topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Or you have the...
Well, you got the credit card, which is a free-to-play plan.
Australian dollars. Yeah. That's
straight up.
Mate, it sounds like you might need to invest in a microphone before you invest in R9.
We are having some audio issues with our boy Aramal, but he does live in Canberra, so I'm surprised I got internet at all. So that's okay. That's fine. Straight up. But it's all good. Yeah, use that as the excuse. I like it. No worries. Anyway, boys, let's get our list together. We've got a great little list today. So what we've done is we put together a list of the top characters that you would not think about taking to Relic 9. So we know that the obvious ones are going to be done. We know we're going to do Piet. We know that Galactic Legends are going to be certainly up there as well as an option. And also a lot of the tanks that go with a few Legends. But we picked a few out here that you probably might not have thought of that are still going to be really, really good at Relic 9. We've done some assessments this afternoon. We got the bots out and we ran some numbers, did some crunching and come up with some pretty cool results. So Lego, we're going to start with the first one. Now this one, I'm going to say this particular character is in a team that's near and dear to your heart. I'm not going to lie, Lego. Bit of a fan of the Mothma lineup. He does like his Mothma, and the first tank that we're going to talk about is Scarif, Rebel Pathfinder. That's one that you've noticed there as being a real interesting one at Relic 9.
Yeah, we'll be obviously around the numbers. Obviously, it being a tank, and it's also it has a ship as well. So you've got the dual purpose there. Just really nice protection gain numbers. But again, it's more the dual use of Scarif Rebel Pathfinder. That Rebel fleet is becoming probably even more important as the Relic scale. And obviously with the Executor out now, having that extra really good fleet that can pretty much kill all of the other fleets. It's just so versatile in offense. So having Biston's Ewing as fast as possible is really important. But that's sort of the main thing with that character. Again, a lot of the characters that we're going to talk about, like obviously most of the tanks, it's mainly around the protection and that they gain from Relic 9. We're just trying to find that extra use you might be able to get out of your R9.
Yep, absolutely. But I was going to move to Aramore for the next one, but I'm going to save him for the third one, actually, because that's near and dear to his heart. So I'm going to stick with you, Lego, for this one as well, which is the next tank. Well, not a tank as such, kind of a tank. But Cara Dune is another one that we outlined that was an interesting one.
She is a tank.
She is.
She is a tank, and she's probably the best tank for Mon Mothma, but then also you could also throw her in with Bam in that team as well. So she's got a bit more use. Again, crazy protection gain. I'd probably just threw this in because I like Cara Dune.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, why not? Seriously.
Who doesn't?
She's the best.
Just look at her.
Yeah.
So, like, both of those together, you probably only have to do one. And to be honest, if you're going to choose between either one of those, you've probably got like 10 other Relic 9s.
Yeah.
But
if you like your Mothma,
I just feel like they'd be a lot of fun to use.
If you like your Mothma, you're not going to be unhappy if you do a Relic 9 if you're a bit of a Mothma fan of that team. So, and we have to consider Lightside Geo as well. I mean, that's a great team.
Well, that's right. That team for me, personally, gets 16 from 16.
Yep.
Every single Lightside GTB. For a team that only has 3 Zetas across the whole team, it's just really good a really good investment if you enjoy that game mode. If you don't really care about it too much, then sure, why not go and get something else, go and get Bad Batch or whatever. But if you really want to build up your light side roster, building a Mon Mothma team is very handy.
I like it. Now, Aramal, we're going to talk about something, as I said, near and dear to your heart. The next one on our list as far as a tank. These are just tanks at the moment, guys, that we're going through the list of. Darth Malak, he's your boy. You are a bit of an Old Republic fan, not going to lie. KOTOR fan as well. So, dude, talk to me about Malak. Why would you do Relic 9? I think it's pretty obvious. He's a beast.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's a tank with mental for protection and stuff like that, so there's that obviously links to it. But I saw someone who did the compare bot with their Malak, and he's going to have 210,000 protection.
Ooh.
Just his protection.
210k protection in Malak. Wow.
And then you add that to his health as well, which would be, 80 odd, 100k. He's going to be incredibly hard to kill. He does that big suck and he fills himself straight back up. Incredibly hard tank to kill.
Yeah, I like it. You're still having issues with your mic, Aram, or it sounds like you ate it, or it's in the toilet. So see if you can fix that, brother. We'll work on that. I'm sorry, but no, 210k protection potential out of a Relic 9 Malak is going to be disgusting if you have a serious Darth Revan team. And again, some people use him in Ray teams as well as a tank. There, we've seen that before too. So it's pretty nasty. But Hirsch, let's move on to. Let's talk. I'm going to say near and dear to your heart, but more from a looks point of view. Royal Guard, there's a lot of red in the Royal Guard colour, mate. You're the man for this one. Straight up, Royal Guard is he's beast mode at Relic 9. I think a lot of people are going to do him, aren't they?
Absolutely. So he's got that protection in his mastery. He's going to gain a massive heap of that protection just from going to R9, as well as you're typically going to use him under Lord Vader. So you're going to gain all that massive protection pool as your health. So and then he's doubling his own health. So he's going to be creeping upwards of 500,000 health. It's just, he's going to be incredibly thick, very annoying. Another thing to go back to Malak, like he's a solo character. He's going to be able to solo teams. And I almost feel like an R9 Malak can throw off that trooper counter, because if you don't have your Dark Trooper strong enough to kill him with a couple punches, he's going to screw something up big time.
Yeah, 100%.
So I really like Royal Guard. I think his is one definitely to go on. You're going to end up doing one of the tanks in that Lord Vader team, be it Royal Guard, Shore Trooper, or Stormtrooper. Honestly, they're all kind of interchangeable. I just really like the Zeta that Royal Guard recently got with the doubling the health. That just combined with his protection pool is really, really nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Plus his health gain at R9 is probably just as good as his protection gain.
So, he's gaining, what was it, like 40 to 60,000 overall, health and protection,
depending on your modding.
Easily.
It's a big hit.
It's a big chunk of extra, bit of cushion there. That's for sure, just to help survivability. And in a Lord Vader team, once we get Maul out there, it's going to be super important, because a lot of people, of course, going to get Maul. Whoever's got Lord Vader, makes sense to beef up Royal Guard. I really think it could be a real solid arena team. I'm not going to lie, from what I've seen. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Lego, let's talk
this one
Ray.
Is personally my favorite. I think it's the sleeper one. It's not the Ray we're thinking of either.
Yeah, it's the Ray, absolutely. It's not the Galactic Legend Ray, because we've done a different video talking Galactic Legends. There's no legends in this list. These are non-Galactic Legends that you wouldn't think about doing. That's what it's all about.
Doesn't look kind of like the Galactic Legend, though. Just jump over to Twitch and you'll find out what I mean.
So we'll get after it. Now his mic works. That'd be right when he's giving me crap. Lego, talk to me about Jedi Training Ray. That's the last one on our tanks list today.
She's not a normal tank. She's an evasion tank, and that's exactly what her relic does. It gives her extra evasion, and obviously you combine that with her foresight that she gets all the time. She's just going to be really annoying. So, it's actually a bit of a surprise character for me as well. I guess as you said, she gains that. Yeah, she gains that extra health and protection, as every tank does in Relic 9. But then that extra evasion mechanic, she's just going to stand there and probably not get hit most of the time. So makes her really annoying.
I think her evasion at Relic 8 was like 17%, and it goes up to 26. That's a lot of evasion.
Jump. Huge jump.
Shock T again. Shock T is another one that gets that same evasion jump as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Let's talk non-tanks now. These are the ones that the sleepers. These are the sleeper ones at Relic 9 that could be pretty badass. Let's call it that. Let's put it that way. So the first one, which I was really surprised about, and I'm actually going to do this one. I will do this one because I think it'll be really, really cool. And no, it's not Cup. It is
Mace Windu.
It's not Mace either. He can stay out the window.
Not tanks. He is a tank. He just doesn't talk.
Yeah, that's right. He's just a useless tank. No, I'm kidding. Love you, Ram Bam. He still sucks. Beskar Mando is the first non-tank we had on our Relic 9 list. Now, the reason we put that in
Beskar Trash DeLorean? He's good? What?
I did a comparison.
Oh my God.
I did a comparison with my Beskar Mando today with the boys here, And my best guy Mando with the current modding I've got, when I take him to Relic 9, and I'm saying when, will go to 13k offense. It'll go to 13,000 damage. Now, with those...
It was almost 14, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was 13.6 or 13.7, something like that. It was pretty nasty.
It was high. Higher than me.
With that in mind, it would be stupid if I didn't put them on there, because all of a sudden those birds are actually going to do what they're designed for and really sort of tear teams apart, especially if they're underestimated in something like GAC. So that's one that I'm going to throw out there. That's my pick on that one.
Don't even forget, he's also a pilot. So you're going to go ahead and
Razor
double
Crest.
up on some more boost for that Razor Crest.
Yeah.
That you're probably already going to have your Piet R9, which we found out that's a 2-speed boost to your Executor when you R9 that Piet.
100%. My headset's dying right now, so I'm going to change it over. Talk to me, Aramal, about the next one on our list while I change it over, brother. Geo Brute Alpha was on our list as well. Well, again, with the Brute, it's going to pass a lot of goodness over the Brute as well, bro. So have a chat. I'll change it over quickly. Go.
Yeah, so GBA is going to be good. Obviously, they've got the shared health pool between all the Geos. He's going to make the Brute tough as well. So it's just going to double up more so, because it's making not only him thicker, but the Brute thicker. It's also going to make the whole team harder to kill, because they're all going to have more health. They're all going to equalize, and I think it's good bang for your buck there.
Yeah, well, GBA was actually my first Relic 7 that I ever did, because I thought, well, I get 2 characters for the price of 1. Yeah. And not only does they, like, those 2 characters gain, those stats from it, the whole team gains those extra stats. So I just think GBA is probably one of the best bang for your buck characters in this game.
He's also a great plug and play character, because you're bringing in a support and a tank with one character
and a pre-taunting tank.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a tank himself, but he basically gives you a tank. So
yeah. And then you have his Dispel, the AoE Dispel. I mean, he's a great character.
And don't forget, of course, guys, Darkside Geo. Pretty fun taking down the Acklay. Having a Relic 9 Geo Brute Alpha. If you're struggling with the Acklay mission as well, you want some extra get to. Not a bad idea to do that one as well.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna stick with Aramal with this one, because he loves his KOTOR. We need to talk with him on this one. The next one that we got on our list is Darth Traya. Now, Darth Traya, we put her on this list mainly for the boost in crit avoidance. I'm pretty sure that was a huge thing that we noticed. But talk to me, Aramal. Talk Traya. Come on, mate. This is your moment. I know you've been looking forward to this. Work, Mike. Work. Go, microphone.
So Trey is obviously, she's a great character, gets used in a lot of places herself. She's got in her unique, she's got crit avoidance, she's got crit avoidance in her mastery as well. So she's getting extra there. Then if you throw a crit avoidance arrow on, I think she was up to like 95% crit avoidance or something like that at Relic 9. So she's just not going to get crit. So she's not dying. So that's...
Shout out to the Garlic Gang.
Come up with that one. 95% critical avoidance at Relic 9. That is crazy.
Under her own lead.
Yeah.
96%, yeah.
Yeah, 96%.
That's
with
incredible.
her own lead. Yep. She gets 40% with her own lead. So, makes her really hard to kill again.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
I have seen I've seen an R8 Traya go against like relatively good Geos. I mean, like a couple relics on the team, and just Traya wins. They don't need. He doesn't bring in anybody else. He literally just brings Traya, and they can't kill her because they can never crit her.
I like it. I like it. Let's talk Hirsch. Let's talk. No, sorry. We're going to move to Lego, because I'm going to save the last one for Hershey for obvious reasons. Lego. Let's move up to pretty simple. General Aiken Skywalker Gas. He's our boy for Relic 9. We threw in there as well, man. Let's talk Gas.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Gas always is going to benefit from more protection, although he doesn't gain as much as what the other tanks are getting in the first list, but any protection gain from Gas obviously makes him harder to kill in the leader slot. And then obviously he gains that little bit extra offense, so he's just going to hit that little bit extra, a little bit harder. I just feel like he's a very versatile character. You could put him on with Galactic Legends, with JMK, JML, basically any Jedi team. He's that versatile there, but then also in his own team as a leader, with the 501st, having as much protection as possible and being able to hit hard is really good.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, the 501st definitely have gotten probably, the most love out of the new balance changes lately as well. So making it Relic 9, it's certainly going to make them that little bit more disgusting. So yeah, definitely a good choice. I think that's an obvious one. But we need to talk to Hirsch, our resident sister lover, night sister lover, let's be clear.
Yes, sir.
Old Darker. Darker is the last one on our list. Now...
My life, the killer of all grievous things. Yes.
Talk to me
Yes.
about Darker. Why the heck would people have a Relic 9 Darker? Talk to me.
I mean, look, don't you want a thick sister? I mean, I know I do. I mean, just straight up, I would love me a good thick Darker. Look, I mean, if I took my Darker to R9, she would be, close to 200,000 health. She's gaining crit avoidance. She's gaining some armor. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer for me. For somebody that really likes the Night Sisters, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, It really is another one of those characters that's gaining the good survivability boost, and with her like gaining her max health, like she's just going to ramp that much faster with the more she has to start out with.
I like it. I like it. So our total list, guys, in the tanks, so the top 5 tanks that you wouldn't think about taking a Relic 9. So we've got Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, we've got Cara Dune, Darth Malak, Royal Guard, and Jedi Training Ray. They're the 5 tanks. 5 non-tanks on our list. Beskar Mando, they're Geo Brood Alpha, they're Traya, Gas, and Old Darker. So that's our list that we've put together, guys. Now, let's quickly talk before we wind this up, because, of course, Territory Wars is a big topic around this Relic 9 material. We know that it's going to be released in other places later. They have mentioned that. It's not just solely, permanently, only with Territory Wars. But, hey, if you're good at Territory Wars, you're going to get a pretty bloody good head start. Let's be honest. So, Lego, your thoughts about locking it up with Territory Wars? Are you okay about that? You're in a higher GP guild anyway. You got pretty good access to that. But what do you think about it just being locked at that, brother?
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, you yourself and I are in the same boat. We've got higher GP guilds, so we have the first crack at getting these materials. I sort of understand why they're trying to do that. Obviously Relic 9 is very end game. Like, I can just by how exclusive it is, like how expensive it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Like in terms of material, what you actually need to give up to put one of these Relic 9s on. I understand why they don't want you to have too many, and it's going to take you a while to accrue these. Even if you win for 2 weeks, like it's going to take you literally 3 weeks of the game if you win 100% of your TWs to get one.
That's right.
Oh,
So-
3 weeks? That must be nice. Try 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's only 4. You need, well, if you win all 4 at 5, a win.
Yeah.
It's 2 a week, and then a TB in the middle, so 3 weeks. So that's if you win every single one of your TWs in the top bracket of TW, which Heinzie and I both know that you go and look at those guilds at the top end of this game, it's basically impossible to win 4 straight. You got to be really, really good. The really, really good guilds are going to get these materials a lot quicker than everyone else.
Yep.
Whether that's fair, I don't think it's fair, but it's not their fault. Like, look, they've worked really hard to get these materials, and I understand that they should be able to get. They obviously try the hardest in TW. They get the best results, so they deserve to get these rewards as well. Like, they deserve to get these rewards, but to lock they're probably locking 95% of the people in this game out, probably even more, probably like 98% of the people in this game can't get these Relic 9 materials as quick as these guys can.
Yeah.
So
not everyone's going to be able to get access to it, so there's no need to panic. It's not like, half the people playing this game are getting it, the other half aren't. It's not even close to that.
Yeah, and that's right. So it's like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how Relic 9 actually changes the game. Obviously, today we're going to have people that have 1 because they've released the pack. So you can go and get 1 if you want to go and buy 1.
Yeah.
to be honest, I've bought them, and I
Yeah,
probably
let me
just
sell
gonna
my left kidney. I got
well,
you.
the worst part is I'm probably just going to hold on to them, but I'm holding on to them because I want to know which one is going to get.
Most,
I'm going to
most
get
bang
the
for your
most
buck.
use out of
Yeah,
because
yeah.
right now it's like, well, this might be good, this might be good, this might be like we've just made a list of 10 that were like, well, maybe this could work, but then I've still got
There's
6 Galactic
people with
Legends.
deeper pockets than you that'll have them before you that you can see which ones are good or not.
That's right. So I don't know. There's a lot of smart people in this game. Let them work it out before I start investing my materials.
Plenty more videos and everything coming about Relic 9, guys.
If you want to in summary, I don't like the fact that a locked behind TW wins, but I sort of understand why CG are doing.
Okay. Fair enough. Arimal on the other end of the scale, smaller account. Man, it's rough.
Get the bleep button ready, H.
Yeah, it's rough for our boy Arimal. I bet his mic works now that he wants to come off the long run, guys. Not going to lie. So, Arimal, your thoughts on why you're not happy about it, why you're peeved about it, and also where else would you like to see this material released? That's what I want to know. Like, what would you be happy with that people can access it easier? That's what I'm curious about.
So one way they could make it a little bit more accessible down the road is possibly moving it into the C pit, maybe, and putting the Relic 8 mats into Challenge Tier 3 of the Assault battles. That could work, I think, possibly. But as it stands at the moment, it's locked behind Territory War. And it's not just locked behind Territory War. It's locked behind the highest GP brackets, basically, of Territory War, which there's not very many people that can even attempt to acquire them.
Yeah.
So they've done some gear stuff, which is nice, and then they've done the Relic 9 stuff, which is basically punching 95% of the players smack bam into gonads.
Yep, fair enough. Absolutely.
And I get why they're doing it for the high GP brackets, because they want it to be exclusive, not a lot. They want to slowly feed it into the game. I get that. Putting it into Territory Wars, I don't understand at all, because the majority of the player base doesn't like Territory War even. It's not just that they can't access it because it's a high GP thing. I feel safe to say the majority of people aren't interested in Territory War even. So I don't get it.
But with that, is that because the rewards up until now haven't been worth it? I mean, now that we've got these new materials in there, my question is that now there's a viable reason to really participate in Territory Wars. Is that the factor as to why they put it there?
Some people it might, but I'm sitting in a guild that's about, 280 mil GP, Hirsch?
Yep.
There have been times when I've opened up Territory War and the top both fund wars are just all GLs, and I just put my phone back down and say I'm not bothering. There's no point. I couldn't be fucked.
Yep. No, there we go.
Sorry, I know it's going to YouTube, but
No, that's all right. I'll bleep it out later. Thanks very much for that. That's great. He did warn you beforehand, but that's okay. Nice work. Thanks, jerk. No worries. I'm joking. It's a joke. But Hirsch, obviously, I don't want your opinion. I actually want to talk about something else to wind this up. I want to talk about recruiting, because obviously recruiting is going to be a real issue for many, many guilds with this stuff. Not going to lie.
You don't have a recruitment officer with you right now, do you? No.
Yeah, no. Well, Arimal, don't be like that, mate. I was letting you come off the long run. You're welcome. Just saying, right?
So Arimal and I are both recruiters for our guild.
That's right.
It's going to be tough. We don't have. What do we have to offer to compete? What can we give that a guild that's a little bit higher in GP can't? There's nothing. We can't provide them with extra rewards because those guilds are probably going to be they're going to be beating Crankor. They're going to be getting the same stars or more than us, more shards in cam. We're going to lose players to bigger guilds.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I've even thought myself about looking towards our bigger guild in our alliance, because I'm like, I kind of want to get some of these better rewards. I kind of want to compete a little bit. I like the competitive nature of the game. I really like GAC, but TW, just the matchmaking would screw us over so bad.
Yeah.
And we don't really our guild is about having a life outside of the game. And to us, that means taking TW and throwing it out the window. That means you join and set a defense, and if you want to attack, you can attack. Just don't preload, let people practice, whatever. We'll take the second place rewards. We're fine with that. We could care less.
So
now,
should they
now we can't do that.
But should they just then include even just the most marginal reward? Even for if you win, you get the one material. Like if you lost at the higher GP bracket, would that be enough for you? Or not? Like
that kind of irritates me is the high bracket. If you lose, you only get one. I think that's pretty rough.
It is.
I was actually talking with Poby about that earlier. It really is like a gut shot when you're going up, like you guys, when you're competing up against these Maw and Cop Patrol and these big name guilds that you're probably gonna lose one against. You're taking a big loss in those rewards. Like
and some of those battles
hurts.
go down to like 6 to 10 banners across the whole
thing.
thing.
They hurt.
Yeah.
Like imagine losing by 10 banners and then having to cop four less material.
Yeah.
Like,
I think at most it should be like if in that top bracket where you can win and you get 5, I think you lose, you get 3. You take it a little bit of a loss, but you're still getting more than the high levels because you're losing at the 380 mil and you're getting the same thing that I am winning at the 300 mil. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think
I think at that bottom level, it should be level. Whether you win or lose, you get 1, but it should immediately increase.
Yeah, fair enough. And look, I think this is going to really back to the recruiting aspect, guys. And I mean, I'll speak to Animal as well because he made a point he's a recruiter as well. I'd hate to, rain on his parade. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. I'm messing with you.
No, you wouldn't. You'd love to rain on my parade.
No, you're right. That's my job. That's what I do. That's my passion.
It wouldn't be rain, mate. It wouldn't be rain.
It wouldn't be rain. Yes. Anyway, moving right along. But the point is, if there are people that have been, I'm going to say, carrying guilds in Territory War for some time now, so if there's a really high GP account that's pretty cruisy, just, does a bit of Territory War, sets his heavy stuff on defense, doesn't do a lot in attack, but basically is the anchor on defense for smaller guilds to give them those wins, those people are going to be looking for a new home now. Absolutely, 100%. Because there's no way they're going to take the chance of missing out on that level of rewards when they have a roster capable of competing at a high level and earning those Relic 9 materials. No one wants to miss out. No one wants to fall behind, especially a high GP account. Now, those guilds are really going to struggle, aren't they? That to me, I see being a problem. And I do see a bit of an exodus when the biggest guy goes and everyone looks around and goes, well, what do we do now? I see that being a problem. I really do.
I feel really bad for the guilds that are in between like 200 to 250 because any of those slightly bigger accounts like you're talking about, they're going to get whisked away to the 250 and above. Yep. So these smaller accounts that have been kind of depending on these people to help them beat the Sith raid, to help them clear the Crankor, to help them do good in TB, they're gone and they're going to lose out on massive amounts of rewards. And it's just because everybody's taking a step up the ladder. You're probably going to see less alt accounts in guilds. You're going to see more active accounts filling everything up. You're going to see less murking. That's something we haven't talked about was the Crankor reward changes. You'll probably see less murking, so people will stay in guild more. There'll be less transferring. It's going to be very strange.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, and the murking, obviously, it's not dead, but you're still going to have a few guilds maybe trying to slot an extra one in here and there where possible. But now with the level rewards down to 40th place, and let's be clear, I like that. I like this. I'm not going to lie. And I know a lot of people enjoy murking for a lot of different reasons.
That's saying something coming from you.
Yeah,
you use murking quite a bit to help with your Relic 8 grind.
I do, but on the flip side though, I'm happy now that it's an even distribution because the majority of the guild with Crankor need to participate in it. And for them to participate and give their all and get 1 or 2 aero magnifiers, I reckon that is a kick in the pants. So I find more consistency, and also it does obviously not eliminate, but it really, really damages a lot of the murking systems in place because there's just no need to do that when you still get the same rewards.
Well, there's no incentive to go out and absolutely smash it and get the top 5.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now it's like, I'll just throw my teams in, and you know the guilds that are doing it easily. They'll just the people at the top are just going to go, all right, cool. I'll just throw my teams in, stick it on auto, and I'm done. You won't have to worry about it. It'll clear the C pit. I'll get the same rewards as everyone else up until 35. As long as I've attacked, I'm gonna get the rewards.
Yep.
So
100%. And keep in mind soon that we're going to be getting the Sith Raid Simmable as well, fellas. So there's even less reason to merc as well because everyone's going to get the same rewards for simming it.
Yeah.
So
That's going to be leveled out now too.
Anything to add, Hirsch, before we wind this up? We've been having a good chat. We're probably going to wind this up. We're getting a bit long in the tooth now. So anything you want to add before we finish up, Hirsch, on the way through?
Just like the raid thing, I like the competitive nature of the raid to an extent where you had to do like your best that you could to get those high spots, to get that like extra bit of reward for your effort. I think it would have been cool to see what they did now, but still leave those higher pieces at the top so that you really reward those guys that are going the extra mile in the guild. But enough. I mean, I can understand what they're trying to do to alleviate it to everybody else as well. I hate the simming of raids. Yeah. I want to do them all. I want to raid everything. I'm a raid guy.
Yeah.
Let me raid, damn it.
I think a lot of us do, but the fact is the Sith Raid, it's been broken since the start. And, I mean, that's caused its own problems from the start, from the get-go as well. So
it's not broken. It's called features.
That needs surprise mechanics for the developers.
Working as intended.
Yeah, always. But, look, I think that needs to be simmed. It's been broken for a while, and I think that the sooner that one's simmed, the better. I enjoy CPIT. I like still the challenge in it. It's really, really cool. That's my thing. But Aramal, anything you want to add, brother, before we wind this up? We'll finish up with Lego in a sec. Anything you want to add, Aramal, on the way out, brother?
Territory wars suck.
There we go. Straight up. Thanks very much for that. Lego, your thoughts, mate, on the way out the door. What do you think?
Again, just to go back on the original point, I don't think R9 is the be all and end all.
Yeah.
Like, just looking over all the comparisons on what each character gains, they're not gaining a whole lot.
No.
To be honest, I don't even know if R9 is actually, like, to be honest, R9's probably not worth it for most of the characters. So only having one or two on your tanks is probably all you're going to need.
It's not worth it for me at almost 6 mil.
Yeah, like, even for me, 9 million, I'm like, I might do like 1 or 2 right now.
And take the rest to Relic 8. So focus more on Relic 8 because you need the same amount. And that's the annoying part, fellas, just on the way out.
I'd almost rather have 2 Relic 8s than have 1 Relic 9.
Yeah, because you need the same material. Normally the actual, on the lower tiers, normally a lot of the gear and the materials needed for that is reduced. Not for a Relic 9. You need the full hit of a Relic 8 to do a Relic 9 as well. So that's a bit of a kick.
Again,
I was
still early
surprised
doors.
with that.
So
absolutely.
Things can change.
Thank you, fellas.
I got one honorable mention for our list.
Yeah.
I think you're a good fan of it, and so is Ragan. 5s.
On that note, we're going to finish this up, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for joining us. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.